Is prayer making a comeback? We have a story, and it was a survey done by the Church of England. And we're always doing surveys, I think.
Because we love them.
Yes, always something about a Christian survey. But today's survey that the Church of England did was showing that 4 out of 5 people still believe in the power of prayer.
Okay.
So what it was saying is that the guy who did it, I think he was like a priest or something, but he was saying he was very happy with the findings. And he also said that he wasn't surprised because he felt that in his kind of confessionals and when people came to him, more people talking about prayer, how do they pray, they had things that they wanted to pray about, situations going on in the world. Now, the top things that people were praying for were world peace, which I found a bit weird, personally. I think it sounded a bit...
Love.
I found it a bit beauty pageant-y. Have you seen Miss Congeniality?
No.
No, okay.
I
they
know
all
the
saying
premise of
all beauty pageanteers ask for world peace. Like, what if you could have anything? What would it be? And they're like, world peace.
Yes.
But they could want world peace. You could be praying for world peace,
It's
and that's
important.
completely fine. Let me just say.
Mm-hmm.
But also, people are praying for stresses at work, relationships, the health of their family and their friends. They actually found that the prayers for people were making were actually mostly kind of selfless, but a lot of it was kind of focused on the here and the now. And I kind of felt that reading this, I don't know if it was really talking so much about God or religion or a closer walk with him. A lot of it seemed to be about I, want, please give me this. And to me, that kind of felt like that was kind of lacking about part of the reason about what prayer is actually about. It's not just about listing off your want list to God.
Well, I mean, what is prayer? What is prayer?
We're not going to get in that
What
today.
is prayer? Prayer, I mean, fundamentally, prayer is talking to God.
Yeah.
And people say all the time, you should talk to God just like you talk to a friend. And, you know, sometimes with my friends, I do just talk about what I want. And sometimes with my friends, I do talk about the state. Well, I'm about to say some other things. Sometimes I talk about world peace. Sometimes I talk about a closer relationship with God. I wish I was closer with God. Sometimes I talk about business. Whatever. I think God is interested in all these things.
Yes.
But the thing I find most encouraging about this survey is the fact that it almost contradicts a recent census that was done, which showed that our culture is becoming more and more secularized and are actually fighting against organized religion, fighting against church and all of that stuff. So it's not in contradiction, but it's saying that, yes, on the one hand, we know that people are less interested with church and religion, but people are still interested in God. And I think that is a very, very important point. Is it important what they're praying for? I don't know. Is God up there in the clouds just saying, yes, of course he lives in the clouds. We've seen the adverts. He's up there in the clouds and saying, oh, no, sorry, that was too selfish. Forget that. Oh, okay, I can grant that because last week you prayed for your neighbour down the road. You know, I don't think he is. So I'm happy that a lot of people are showing by their actions that they actually still believe in a higher being.
But do you think that's what it's actually showing? Because I think just saying that people pray, and then the study says that people lots of them didn't actually believe in Christianity or religion. They didn't believe in religion, but they still prayed. Can the two be broken up? Can you kind of have prayer without religion or prayer without the faith? Like, because you have to have faith to pray, but then when we talk about the kind of faith and the set of beliefs, can you have that without the prayer?
Well, you highlight probably one of the main conversation that happens about Christianity and around Christendom. Religion versus spirituality. The whole idea, a lot of people are saying, oh, forget religion, you know, look at all the atrocities that have happened in the world, it's all in the name of religion. Look at slavery. Christians were the last to jump on the anti-slavery laws. Look at this, look at that. You know, all I am is spiritual. And I want to do good to people, you know. And so people are saying spirituality is the important thing, you know. But religion and the organizedness of it, if that was a word, is not for me. And for me, I find that there's something to be said of that viewpoint. because I don't think any religion can give full expression to my Christianity or to my spirituality, or in fact to my relationship with God. I think every religion is trying to point people towards a better relationship with the Almighty, and I think that should be what it's trying to do. Religion, nah. Okay, you know.
But I don't,
what is this? Sorry, you got to explain this.
The mark of the beast.
This is the mark of the beast.
That's the new mark of the beast.
Thank you for clarifying that. So everyone out there, look out for this. Anyway you see this, this is Illuminati mark of the beast, okay?
But I'm saying, I don't know. I don't think that you can kind of break one up from the other. If you're praying to a God, you have to believe something about that God. Who is this God? Who are you praying to? You don't just have a friendship. If we're talking about prayer is talking as you would to a friend, obviously we're being more reverent of the person that we're talking to.
Reverent? But okay, that's a whole nother topic. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I don't know if we're gonna talk this like this off camera.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel that you wouldn't just have a relationship with anybody. You wouldn't just talk to anybody that you didn't know. You wouldn't share your intimate details about your life with someone that you didn't know about, someone you didn't have trust in, someone you didn't have a kind of concept about their character.
Yeah, but that concept...
But we're saying we can do this with prayer now. Like, we can just pray for what we want, and we don't believe in anything, but we believe something's there, and we're going to pray to that something and hope that something gives me my new job that I want.
It's not that I don't believe in anything. It's that I don't personally believe that a religion is what gives you the framework for what you believe. It is at first, when you're new to any faith, the framework for how you understand and how you're experiencing this new thing comes from the framework, the very narrow framework of the organization to which you've signed up to. But as you grow in your relationship, you outgrow that framework. And I think, I don't know if all these people who've done this survey have done that, but what I'm saying is even what I see from Jesus' life himself, his relationship with Christ, his spiritual journey outgrew the religious boundaries within which he observed, which was Judaism. What he was saying, what he believed, and the way in which he pushed almost... Yeah, he didn't push. He smashed the barriers. He smashed the boundaries that Judaism painted around what a religious experience was. His relationship and the way he was much broader, much wider than the framework that Judaism gave him. I think he was broader and wider,
but I don't know if you can say that. I think Christ came to show what a true relationship and what true Christianity was.
No, not Christianity. A true relationship was.
Okay, a true relationship was, but what a true follower of Christ is like, or a true follower of God?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So if he came to show that, then it's not so much him kind of breaking the forms of Judaism, because obviously what he was saying is what Judaism and the traditions that we're doing weren't actually what he was about. He came to show what it was really about. So was he outgrowing something or breaking the boundaries when he was just showing the original of what it was? He was kind of bringing it back to what it was, not so much saying, oh, it's so much wider, it's bigger than you ever thought, which it was. But do you understand what I mean?
I hear what you're saying, but whether he said it or not, actions speak louder than words. And when he's healing, when he's ready to forgive a woman who's just been caught in adultery rather than stoning her, believe he's breaking the framework within which they understood what it means to be a follower of God.
But not breaking what he already knew it to be, though.
But what they knew it to be, and that's what we're talking about, the religious constraints, the religious boundaries that are there. When he's sitting with sinners, you know, and they're thinking, what? This guy is sitting with sinners and drinking with drunkards and blah, 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 blah. Again, he's expanding the whole understanding, and to me, he's going past their understanding.
But then you're saying that people can pray to their kind of concept of this person.
Everyone does. Everyone prays to their concept of God anyway.
Dave,
that's the reality. Everyone does.
You're twisting what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Luke.
Oh, the reality is.
You know what I'm saying.
Whether we're Jews, Muslim, Christians, atheists, whatever we are, the fact of the matter is, two Christians praying probably aren't praying to the same idea of who God is. I know, that's the reality.
But they both do have some sort of, within the concept of their reading in the Bible, we know our shared book would say, let's take Christianity through as an example.
Yeah.
They do kind of have an idea of the God that they're praying to. They do believe in, he is the Son of God, and they believe what he stood for. Whereas if you're saying someone who just prays when things get a bit tough and they have no concept, then...
They do have a concept. Their concept is just different, and their concept comes from their experience and what they understand. It's just a different way of... It's Is it a different God they're praying to? It's a different idea, it's a different concept. And everyone's experience is different. And when you experience something, it adds to your picture of who Christ is. And I think everyone that's what it is. Everyone for me has a different picture of Christ that is either very strict towards the guidelines that are placed by their faith, or is completely outside of that. But I don't believe there are two people who have exactly the same picture of Christ.
Shall I tell you what my main problem is? I find it, and this could be completely
you asked
wrong.
me a question, you didn't wait for me to answer.
There's no point
No,
asking
start
a
again,
question.
start
because
again.
you-
No, hold on.
you
No,
answered
you said,
something
no, hold on,
completely different.
you said to me,
And then you just
can I
talk
just,
about...
you just said to me.
We're going to wrap up now.
Alright, go ahead.
Well, I think my problem is I get fearful that when people are kind of praying to something and some people don't believe in it, are they just treating Christ as like a genie? You know, I just rub the side of it with my prayer and
I'm
get what I
a genie
want.
in a bottle, baby. Come.
That's my problem. But let us know what you think. Do you think that people can pray without having any concept of religion?
It's not any concept. You're slanting the question. She does this every week, and I have to always pull it up. She slants the question so that you feel as though you have to answer in a certain way. All right. Everyone who prays has an understanding of God. So
do you think that you can pray without having any religious affiliation?
I like that one.
Or do you think that you can kind of separate it, as people are kind of doing now, saying spirituality goes in one hand, religion goes in another. They don't go together, but I can choose whichever one I want. Is prayer like
does
that?
This one, religion, lead to that one, spirituality?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Go on our Twitter page
at in, that's meant to be an I and then an N2G, or holler at us on our Facebook page. I haven't really seen many people on that, so you need to start writing on that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let us know what you think.
Leave us some comments.
Leave us some comments. Religion versus spirituality.